The clash of the titans in grassroots football is upon us as the National Capital Region FA takes on the Negros Occidental RFA in their quest to make it to the final of your 2026 PFF U16 Boys National Championship. Jamer de la Cruz on call once again for this semifinal fixture, and this is a huge one. A program that has met twice in the national championship in the U16 and the U19 boys tournament in the past. Different age groups, yes, but the same pipeline, the same program that they use. Referees for this matchup will be Tony Concepcion, who will be assisted by Raymond Casona and Johnston Antonius Galang. Our fourth official is Zahid Amir Malang, and our match commissioner is Mr. Robin Kainglet. Taking a good look at the starting lineups for NORFA. A lot of players who did the damage in the group stages are available. We'll be looking at the players like Zach Betia, Sky Sorbito, and John-Luc Libunao to make the difference for NORFA. Then on the other side for NCRFA, you have the likes of Johannesburg Ortigas, Zach Mitchell, and Marcus Tanhanko, who will be providing the goods for NCRFA. Santiago Elvina is on goal. The defense, Kurt Travis Gomez. Forward with Kieran Jacob. Sho Hakamata will be on the midfield. Plenty of personnel to do the difference for NCRFA. The team captains in the middle of the field. That's Bryant Monsanto for NCRFA and Neil Gelia for NORFA. Quite a heavy squad for NORFA here. A lot of substitutions on their side, but looking on the side of NCRFA, just 5 substitutions. So they got to make use of the squad that they have in this crucial matchup. A winner here will book their spot to the final, where Iloilo Guimaras RFA is waiting for them. NORFA wearing blue, NCRFA wearing white. We're just a few minutes before that big kickoff. We're getting this kickoff earlier than expected. It is scheduled for a 9:15 kickoff. We are kicking off at 9 o'clock in the morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Maayong aga sa inyong lahat. We are once again here at the Manuel Y. Torres Sports Center in Bago City, Negros Occidental for the semifinals of the PFF U16 Boys National Championship 2026. This game is between Negros Occidental Regional Football Association and NCRFA. Jamer de la Cruz on call. Glad to be joining you this morning for the second semifinal fixture. And we have kickoff. The hosts starts us off playing from left to right wearing blue. And NCRFA playing from right to left with their white kits. Plenty of things to expect. This will be a close match. NCRFA coming into the semifinals as the runners-up in Group A, headed by Coach Dan Padernal, who's been a seasoned coach in Philippine club football setting. Then on the other side, Negros Occidental RFA, headed by Coach Francis Roy Barcuma. Winners in Group B. They started the tournament with a 3-2 win over Camiguin Misamis Oriental RFA. Went on to win 1-0 against Golden Davao RFA in match day 2. Then had their biggest win of the competition, 7-1 over Iligan Lanao RFA in match day 3. But was held scoreless by the other semifinalist in Olongapo City, Zambales RFA in the last game of their group stages. On the other side, NCRFA with 3 wins and a loss in their fixture, but looking to move forward on the attack. But NORFA alert to the possibility. They left that as a player is offside. The journey of NCRFA has been quite decent. 3 wins and a loss. Winning 9-0 over Mount Apo RFA in match day 1. Then suffered a 2-0 loss to the finalists, Iloilo Guimaras RFA on match day 2. Bounced back with a 2-0 win against SEMIS. And now a chance themselves on the counter-attack. Just unable to convert was player number 10, Johannesburg Ortigas. But it was close for NCRFA. Early threat coming from NCR out here. Look at the replay. Great ball fed for Ortigas, but just unable to convert from close range. Good pressure, though, from Chandre Ereje to close out the angles for Johannesburg. We were talking about the journey of NCRFA. This is their 3rd time facing their regional rivals, but this time it's going to be in the semifinals. Had a great look of Johannesburg Ortigas earlier on the attack, wearing jersey number 10. Sneaky and a pacey attacker for NCRFA, but keep in mind, this boy was born in Bacolod, so could have been playing for NORFA, but made his way to NCR and now playing under coach Dan Padernal's side. NCRFA with the ball forward, looking for Ortigas up front, thwarted by NORFA. They're looking for the counter-attack. Team captain, or Sky Sorbito, sends it back. On the left side, they go with Kurt Gomez, who sends a long ball forward, looking for the attackers. Johannesburg Ortigas couldn't get past 2 defenders there. Ball stays in play for Sorbito and NORFA. Taken away once more. Rendon. Cleared out for a throw-in in favor of NCRFA. Here's the delivery for the throw. NORFA once again without defending. NCRFA will look to string a couple of passes. Long ball forward coming from Gomez. Onto the middle they go for the number 7, Kieran Jacob, but he was caught offside. We'll be expecting Johannesburg Ortigas and Marcus Tanhanko there to apply the pressure. Defense of NORFA. Plenty of players to look out for. You also have Kieran Jacob up front. Ball forward now from NORFA. They send it all the way back to Don Elvina. A mistake here by the defense of NCRFA. But offside, says the referee, so they will breathe a sigh of relief. NCRFA now up front with a chance on the attack. They have Kieran Jacob on the right side. The defense being shown by NORFA. Once again, NCRFA with the ball. A chance now, a shot blocked by the defense. Akamata couldn't pull the trigger. And now counterattack for NORFA. Taken it back once more by NCRFA. Ortigas on the counter against 2 players. Good dribbling. Ortigas once again, still with Ortigas. A chance, a pass, and a shot. Goal for NCRFA. An opener in the 6th minute by player number 11, Inigo Ramirez. It all started with Johannesburg Ortigas. Let's take a look at that again. A pace merchant on the left side, then spreading the ball out wide, leaving it for Inigo Ramirez. That's the first goal of the semifinals inside the first 10 minutes. Just like in the first semifinals between Iloilo Guimaras RFA and Olongapo City Zambales, we get our first goal in the first 10 minutes. And this time it's courtesy of player number 11, Inigo Ramirez for NCRFA. NCRFA have possession on their side and they can control the game from here. Whenever they have the advantage, they're known to keep possession on themselves. Coach Dan Padernal has employed this tactic to them for quite some time, and they're moving forward once again. Kieran Jacob on the left side, keeping it in play. A square ball inside. Just couldn't find the target. Almost for NCRFA once again. Player number 55, Marcus Tanhanko, putting on the pressure. The host back foot right now. These two sides are amongst the favorites in making it to the final of this inaugural U15 championship, or U16 rather. So far, NCRFA doing pretty good themselves, leading this game. A 1-0. Referee just Tony Concepcion just trying to clear things out. So throw in for NORFA. Plenty of time for them to bounce back. We know that NORFA is also one of the hotbeds in Philippine football, or grassroots football nonetheless. So the spirit of these young lads should get them across and help them out to level the playing field here. Ortigas takes it back. Mitchell. Now long pass forward. Headed away by NORFA. Zach Mitchell, who was on your screens earlier on, part of the Southridge Admirals, who plays in the UAAP high school category. A tall midfielder and a two-way player who knows how to move up in attack while staying in defense. Ortigas trying to win the ball for NCRFA, but NORFA looking to go for that counterattack as well. Mitchell, now they take it back. Counterattack time for NORFA on the left side. Good defense. Another opportunity, long shot from distance. Oh, what a goal that is! An equalizer from out of nowhere for NORFA. I think that was player number 24, John Libunao. But let's see the replay here as the crowd is up on their feet. Libunao found the goalkeeper out of his line and sends it over the bar, or over the goalkeeper. A curling one. A majestic equalizer from Jean-Luc Libunao. The lead didn't last long for NCRFA as we are back on level terms. Just 4 minutes, roughly 4 minutes after the opening goal. NORFA with a spring in their steps after the goal from Libunao. crowd really egging them on, the home side out here. You could say they are the home side because they're hosting this tournament in Bago City, and they are on the counter attack. Great through ball, moving forward. Elvina cutting the angle as well. NCRFA themselves looking to get their advantage once again. Take it back. Crowd screams for handball, but nothing has been given. Ball goes back to the side of NORFA. NORFA on the attack once more. Great defense shown here by NCRFA's number 10, Ortigas. Or rather, number 3, Kurt Gomez. And this is where NORFA is dangerous. Whenever they get their goal, be it an equalizer or a go-ahead goal, NORFA is expected to just pounce on the pressure and get themselves another one. Ball cleared out. Throw in favor of NCRFA. Thank you so much for catching this game in the Philippine Football Federation's Facebook and YouTube pages. They're close to 650 in Facebook, so make sure to share this stream to your family and friends to catch some morning football action in the 2026 PFF U16 Boys National Championship as NCRFA try to go for the attack once again. The shot gone out wide for a goal kick. NCRFA hoping to get their goal back. They led for just 4 minutes before a wonder of a goal from John-Luc Libunao leveled things up in the 11th. NCRFA moving forward with a pass from Hakamata. On to the left side they go. Too strong of a pass for Ortigas to make use of. Ball bounces out for a throw. Ball cleared only as far as Ortigas. On the left side they go again. Throw in. We will take some time out as we will have our first cooling break. Medyo umiinit na dito sa ating stadium sa Manuel Y Sports Center in Bago City, Negros Occidental. And with this cooling break gives us a chance to go to our comment section to check out on all our viewers out there. Donnie Elvina, giving shout outs to NCRFA. Joseph Arius giving props to the shot of John-Luc Libuna. Good look at the crowd here at the stadium in Manuel Y. Torres Sports Center in Bago City, Negros Occidental. Ferian Bacho says, Tara NORFA. Also among the crowd there at the Manuel Y. Torres Sports Center is the Philippine Football Federation President, Mr. John Gutierrez, who's on the field checking on the players, future stars of Philippine football. 1-1 at the cooling break. You've missed it, ladies and gentlemen. Player number 11, Inigo Ramirez, opened up the scoring on the 7th minute for NCRFA. Then John-Luc Libuna pulled the magic trick in the 11th minute, scoring a wonder of a shot from distance. Put us 1-1. fans, the parents, the supporters out here. Manuel White Torres Sports Center. Taking some time as well to appreciate the efforts of the Philippine Football Federation to host such tournament, allowing our young players the avenue to prove themselves, to give themselves a chance to at least get their names in the hat, throw their names in the ring for international tournaments like the AFC or the AFF U16 or U17 tournaments. In the first semifinals, we have Iloilo Guimaras RFA booking their spot to the final. Currently, we're at a stalemate here at the Manuel Weiss Torres Sports Center. Before we get to the action, May Shell, shout out to Bago City Football Club. Shout out to the players from San Carlos, players from Bacolod, from everywhere in Negros Occidental or in NCR as well. We're back in action. The 18th minute of this game, NCRFA has been leading for 4 minutes before John Luc Libunao scored the wonder of a goal. They're back on level terms. The winner here will face Iloilo Guimaras RFA in the final tomorrow at same time around 9 or 9:15 a.m. NCRFA once again with the attack from the right flank. Great defense, but only as far as another attacker from NCRFA. Cleared out. NORFA. See some daylight here. Counter attack. Jacob leaves it. Ortigas with a shot. Another one, but they're going to be thwarted by the offside flag. So free kick for NORFA at the top of the 19th minute. What has been a tight affair so far between these two powerhouse regional football associations in the Philippines, producing a lot of talent, paving way to the future of Philippine football. Rendon takes it back. Gomez. Possession stays with NCRFA at the moment. They're trying to break the lines of NORFA. Kieran Jacob, not a good first touch there. They take it all the way back. Recompose their attack. Zach Mitchell sends a long ball forward, looking for Ortigas. Bounce found the number 12, Rendon. Now to the right side. Shot or a pass, but that's going to be met by Ereje. Zach Mitchell heads it down for his teammate. Gomez with a long ball forward, looking for Jacob on the attack. Jacob using his head. Jacob just couldn't pull the trigger. Zach Mitchell will recompose again at the back. 21 minutes into the game. Another long ball forward, looking for Jacob, who has the height. Just couldn't get a touch of the ball for NCRFA. NORFA sitting in defense most of the time over the last 5 minutes. Ooh, a nasty deflection. All the way back. Ereje will keep that in play for NORFA and was able to get a hold of it. Ereje sends it forward. Now a counterattack on the left side for NORFA. Good fake. Last touch, NCRFA for a throw. Throw in taken by NORFA. Good defense once again by NCRFA. And they're trying to free up Kieran Jacob up front. Kieran Jacob against the goalkeeper. Wise for Ereje to just clear it out to one of his teammates. Had he not been alert for that, could have been a goal for Kieran Jacob. NCRFA once again with possession, doing what they do best, keeping possession to themselves. Hakamata to the back. Now moving forward. They're using that left side. Ball forward for Kieran Jacob, but he's offside once again. But on your screens, you could see, I believe that was Coach Francis Roy Barcuma asking the defenders of NORFA to mark Kieran Jacob from those kind of opportunities. NORFA with a free kick from the offside. NCRFA looking for the counter. Foul called on NORFA's number 12, Fire John Serafino. It will be a free kick for NCRFA. Quite a range that they have here. Inigo Ramirez shaping up and looking to take this free kick for NCRFA. He has scored the opening goal. He's looking to provide the goods for the second. A long ball forward for Jacob. What a save from Chandre Van Ereje. Jacob was looking or shaping up for that goal. Rather, that was Brian Monsanto merging at the header. So a corner here for NCRFA. Short, cleared out. As far as Hakamata, the counterattack still not on for NORFA. Getting close to the halfway point of the first half. We're still level out here. After Inigo's opening goal was cancelled out by Libunao. Referee calls for a goal kick in favor of NORFA. Another pass taken away by NCRFA. NORFA sending it forward, just clearing the dangers. They know they have leveled things up in this game. Just trying to make use of the time that they have on their side. They have to be worried about the barrage of attacks coming from NCRFA. Yelia got the foul and a free kick for NORFA. They take it quick. NCRFA wins the ball again. Counter attack. Kieran Jacob on the right side with a shot. Just sending out wide for Kieran Jacob there. Quite a dangerous one for the number 7. Kieran Jacob hailing from Brent International School and looking to help NCRFA make it to the final in this inaugural tournament. There he is again. Too strong of a touch. It's been taken back by Sky Sorbito, who clears the line for a throw. Long ball forward. Player goes down. Play continues, says the referee. No foul. Now NORFA moving forward themselves. Good defense once again by NCRFA. Oh, Sky or Zach Mitchell with the deflection. Helping him out was Kurt Gomez. Halfway point of the first half, still level between NORFA and NCRFA. Gomez on the left side now. Long ball forward looking for Jacob, but it's not reaching him. Tanhanko couldn't get a touch of the ball. Counter attack for NORFA on the left. That was Kier Martos, who's trying his best to thread that line on the left side. Zach Mitchell once again onto the left side for Gomez. Possession is the name of the game for NCRFA. And they're keeping it well. Monsanto sends it forward for Tanhanko. On the right side they go now for NCR. To the middle for the number 12, Rendon. Still with Rendon. Control so far, Ortigas. Now cleared away by Benya. Zach Mitchell brings it down again for Gomez. Akamata spreads it wide to the right side. Ortigas on the left. NCRFA probing and moving forward in attack. Still with Ortigas, but now has been dispossessed. Rendon gets it back for NCRFA. They switch the play to the right. Akamata brings it back to Oliverio. Ball forward for Jacob, but the offside trap. Very smart for NORFA to apply that offside trap. We have ourselves another cooling break. If you've just joined us, we're still at the first half of the semifinal match between Negros Occidental Regional Football Association and NCRFA. Score is still at 1-1. On the 7th minute, Inigo Ramirez scored the opener, but a screamer of a goal in the 11th minute from John Luke Libunao leveled things up. A lot of viewers in our live stream, close to 800 viewers now. Anjo Aiko says, relax guys. Hold lang ang bola, ball possession. I also have Joseph Atenya watching this game. Some players from Bago City FC in the crowd at the Manuel Y. Torres Sports Center in Bago City, Negros Occidental. The other side of Bacolod or Negros, I believe, we have the U19 Boys Championship in Victorias. So two tournaments, two grassroots tournaments have it happening at the same time, and what a look at the dancing fans out there. Mukhang mga taga NCRFA, mga mothers ng ating players, guardians or parents of our players out there having the time of their lives at the Manuel Y. Torres Sports Center. Younger players as well in attendance, cheering for their teams, be it NORFA or NCRFA. Really love the atmosphere at the sports center right now. You could just feel that we are in for a treat in this remaining 15 minutes of the first half as the referee calls time and signals us back into action. Jamer De La Cruz once again on call for the semifinals of the 2026 PFF U16 Boys National Championship between NCRFA and Negros Occidental RFA. In the first match this morning, we've had Iloilo Guimaras RFA took on Olongapo City Zambales FA, but it was Iloilo Guimaras RFA who went on to win the match 10-0, just 1 goal shy of their best record so far in the tournament, 11-1. Back to the live action we go. We have 10 minutes remaining, plus stoppage, of course. If this game ends as a draw after 90 minutes, we go to an extra time. And after the extra time, if we're still level, we will be heading into the penalty shootout. So far, it's looking like NCRFA to impose their will in this match. For control there. A counterattack mounting. Pressure is mounting for NORFA. But NCRFA once again clearing the lines. They send that forward now on the right. Without defense. Goal kick, says the referee. Gelia on the turn. NORFA. Been a while since they moved up. Since that goal from Libunao. They're still trying to figure out where the next attacking phase should go to. Oliveria. Long ball forward, looking for Jacob up front. Once again, Ereje up to the task and sending it out. Counterattack for NORFA on the left side. They just couldn't make use of possession there. They continue to apply the pressure. Counter-attack time for NCRFA with Johannesburg Ortigas on the left side. Using the pace. Stops. Pops. But had a missed touch. Out for a goal kick. Long ball for NORFA. Gathered well by NCRFA once again. 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Still at a stalemate. NCRFA looking to make some difference here and send themselves into halftime over NORFA. Here's the attack. Cleared out once again by NORFA. Pressure stays on. Good touch. Still unable to pull the trigger from close distance. NORFA now moving forward. Threaded pass towards the path of the attacker. I think there was Bengasa, but just couldn't get a touch to it. Jacob once again on the turn, goes back in defense. Gomez. Zach Mitchell switches the play to the right side for Oliverio. Or rather, that's Monsanto. Now here's Oliverio. Continuing the play on the right side. Good tackle. Play continues though for NCRFA. Pass to the middle. Cleared out. But it'll be a corner for NCRFA. Marcus Tanhanko shaping up to take this corner for NCRFA. Plenty of options inside the box. You have Kieran Jacob well away from goal. You have Ortigas. You have Monsanto inside the box. Here's the delivery. Swinging out for a goal kick. After mentioning all those options for Tanhanko, he decides to curl that one out. You believe that he wanted to curl that past the goalkeeper, just too much cushion on the cross. Throw in from the number 15 Largo. Goes all the way back to Zach Mitchell and NCRFA with about 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Once again, the game coming to you live from the Manuel Y. Torres Sports Center in Bago City, Negros Occidental. Kieran Jacob for NCRFA, controlling the ball and keeping it away from the defense. He switched to the right. That's for NCRFA. A shot from distance blocked by the defense. Kieran Jacob recovers for NCRFA. Ortigas, poor first touch, now cleared away by NORFA. It has been the story so far in the first half, ladies and gentlemen. NORFA sitting back in defense, while NCRFA just keeps on applying the pressure, hoping to find a chink in the armor of NORFA. Another clearance from NORFA. The pressure being applied on here by the number 23, Nengaska rather. Now Hakamata to the right side they go. Oliveria tries to go the middle. It's been thwarted by the defense. Again, NORFA, they're banking on those quick passes, but they're not getting it on target. That's why they're having difficulties in finding their way forward, while NCRFA wise enough to control possession themselves and then go for the attack whenever they find the next gap. Here's Gomez with a long ball forward, headed out by the defense. Another clearance for NORFA. NCRFA once again with the ball on the right side. Try to use the overlap. They're still keeping the ball. Now it's been cleared out. Throw in favor of NORFA. Just a minute left. And this action between NCRFA and NORFA. And here's the opportunity. Ortigas, a pass to Jacob, not getting the control. But even if he does, he's offside. One would argue that Ortigas could have taken on the defense and had a crack on goal, but just couldn't do so. NORFA sends one in, but still the defense. NCRFA really composed. The only time they conceded a goal was because of a long ball or a long shot from Libunao, but since then they haven't been pressured on. They haven't had much challenge. I think we saw a minute added on. 7 minutes to be added on though. That's the confirmation from our fourth official. So 7 minutes of stoppage time here. Kieran Jacobs, or Jacob rather. Defense once again. Ereje was able to hold on to the ball. Pass forward, taken away by Oliverio. Flick on from Ramirez, not working, so throw in for NORFA. Foul throw, says the referee, goes to the side of NCRFA. Ball forward once again. Jacobs with a header. Easiest of the saves for Ereje there. NCRFA on the counterattack once more, switching the play to Ortigas on the left side. Ortigas controlling the ball for them. Ortigas couldn't dribble his way past the defense. Couldn't get the touch. Now goes back to NORFA. About 5 minutes remaining. Long ball forward. Good clearance again by Zach Mitchell. Another long ball forward, looking for Kieran Jacob, but just not connecting. NORFA with another clearance themselves. Most of the chances have come the way of NCRFA, but they are being held to a 1-1 scoreline here. NORFA on the other side having difficulties in moving forward themselves and might just be waiting for the halftime whistle here. One-two passing up front, but not working. Good header out by Monsanto once more for NCRFA. Just about a minute left in this first half. Jacob couldn't go for the turn. Mitchell calming down the defense. Now Oliverio on the other side, moving forward for NCRFA. Oliverio stops. Thought about the pass and now has been dispossessed by NORFA. They played back once more. Haven't had much challenge was Don Elvina. Zach Mitchell just controlling the ball. Could be the last chance to attack for NCRFA. NORFA gets the ball. They clear it out. It'll be a throw in for NCRFA. This should be the final chance of the first half. Shout out to Coach Jerome Teope, who just joined the live stream. Thank you so much, Coach. Been a pleasure calling you on the game earlier on. And congratulations as well to Oxpa in your first try, already making it to the Final Four of the U16 Boys National Championship. Ortigas on the left side, now moving forward. NCRFA still with the ball. Hakamata to the middle. Jacobs on the turn. Offside trap working well again for NORFA. Just getting Kieran Jacobs offside. Let's take a look at this again. That's Jacobs on the turn, but offside trap implemented well by NORFA. Wouldn't be able to get a chance on goal there. Clearance. Headed down. Pressure continues. A throw in for NORFA. NORFA send it forward again. Oliverio brings it down. NORFA. No spaces allowed for NORFA, but they were able to get the ball back. Another opportunity here. Just couldn't find the next pass was Libunao. NCRFA still battling for the ball up front. They get a throw in themselves. One final chance to attack. Hakamata thought about it. Still with NCRFA to the middle now for Ortigas. Rendon on the turn. Another throw in for NCRFA. They're still trying to make use of that right side, but it hasn't been working for them. Another ball back. Dangerous clearance here. Bouncing inside the box. Dangerous for NORFA, but they were able to clear it out of danger. And they survive. And they move forward as well with one last attack of the first half. Good through ball. Flag stays down. Counterattack, but got it out wide. It was player number 25, Kier Martos. Found the opportunity himself, but sent it out wide away from Elvina, and that's the end of the first half. 45 minutes plus 7 minutes of stoppage time. Couldn't separate these two sides. We're heading into the break. NORFA 1, NCRFA 1, and we will be back after a few minutes. Back here at the Manuel Y. Torres Sports Center in Bagos City, Negros Occidental for the continuation of the second semifinals of your 2026 PFF U16 Boys National Championship. NORFA and NCRFA sharing the goals here after 45 minutes. Inigo Manuel Ramirez Miguel Ramirez scored the opening goal in the 7th minute, but it was then canceled out by a wonder of a strike from John Luke Libunao. We're still on level terms here. Just confirming we haven't had any substitutions at the half. And we are underway for the next 45 minutes of action between NORFA and NCRFA. The winner here goes to the final and will face Iloilo Guimaras RFA for the inaugural PFF U16 Boys Championship. Jamer de la Cruz once again on call for this semifinal action. We're glad to be bringing you this game through the Philippine Football Federation Facebook page and YouTube channel. We hope you share this to your friends and family members, as well as NCRFA wins a free kick, a handball at a dangerous spot to start off the second half for their side. Before the break, we've seen a couple of shout out requests, so we're going to try to do that with Golden Davao Regional FA U16 watching the game as well. Bago City Football Club watching from the stands and on the live stream, as well as 500 more people watching this game with us. Here's the free kick taken low. Another opportunity, not hitting it. Another chance, and NORFA now moves forward with the ball on the right side. They're looking to pounce on the mistake, but unable to do so as Oliveria sends it forward, and NCRFA moving forward once again. They try to go the left side, now into the middle. Good decision making here by Oliveria. Now long ball forward again. NORFA, great coverage. Libunao, the scorer of a wonder goal in the first half, moves forward, finding Martos on the left. Still with Martos. Good coverage by Monsanto, the team captain, and Oliveria takes it away for NCRFA. Ramirez keeping the ball in play for NCR. Mitchell switches the play to the left. Long ball forward. Gathered by Chandre Ereje. Good block. A chance now for NCRFA. And the player number 11, Ramirez, was covered well. Hakamata to the middle. And on the attack is Sanhanko, but has been cleared out once again. It's been end-to-end between these two sides, but NCRFA having more of the possession and more of the chances themselves. And here they go again on the counterattack. Kieran Jacob up front. Tanhanko in the middle. A shot straight to the gloves of Chandre Ereje. NCRFA looking more and more dangerous in this game. But the attack coming on from NORFA, but a foul has been called. So Monsanto starts the play from the back for NCRFA. Oliverio moving forward. Pass to the middle by Ramirez, not finding a teammate. Now chance for NORFA to go to the attack themselves. But just like what happened in the first half, they hoofed the ball forward in the hopes of finding a man up front. But that's not working for them. It fails almost every time as NCRFA has a man up front for them. Here's a chance though on the counterattack. Offside flag is up against NORFA. Had he delayed that run a bit, it could have been open for the goal. Mitchell twisting and turning from the pressure of the attack. They now move forward. Jacob to switch the play to the right. Ramirez to the middle. Rendon. A pass forward to Ramirez. A shot, and that is the goal! Inigo Miguel Ramirez with a brace to his name and gives back the lead to NCRFA. It is wise for NCRFA to keep NORFA guessing. They didn't guess Ramirez was on for the shot, and when he was, found the roof of the net and gets his brace in this match. Good angle here once more. Just getting the goalkeeper dumbfounded. Advantage NCRFA once again. He scored in the 7th. He scored again in the 50th minute. NORFA once again on the back foot and trying their best to make a game out of this. But Ramirez once again on the right side looking for the cross. Covered well. A shot by Jacobs. Could be it. That could be the final nail in the coffin. While Jacob and Ramirez are aura farming, NCRFA are trying to book their spot in the final against Iloilo Guimaras RFA. Let's look at that once again. A cross, a mistake in the defense, and Kieran Jacob making them pay. 2 goals in a span of 2 minutes. There's the mistake once again from the defense of NCRFA that was Fire John Serafino, allowing Kieran Jacob to pounce on it. 3-1 in favor of NCRFA in a span of 2 minutes. NORFA has been held back plenty of times by NCRFA in terms of attack for this match. And on the attack, NCRFA has been lethal. They've been clinical. They've made the most damage. And they have the 3-1 advantage over NORFA. Are we seeing the hosts being kicked out of the tournament? Oliverio, another ball forward. Jacobs once again pouncing on the mistake, but just couldn't get that strike on target. It feels like Kieran Jacob is a striker unlocked for the side of Coach Dan Padernal and NCRFA, as he is applying even more pressure despite that 3-1 margin. They want to make this as convincing as possible as they are heading into the final, or they might be heading into the final. They'll be facing one of the finest grassroots teams in the country, Iloilo Guimaras RFA, with a 10-0 win earlier on against Olongapo City Zambales FA. For the other side, Negros Occidental, RFA, looking to just get themselves another goal to get them going and possibly give them a chance to extend this game to extra time. NCRFA with the ball once again. They find Rendon, who sends the ball forward. Looking for Ramirez on the right flank. It looks like we have a substitution here. NORFA with the substitution. Player number 27. Hans de la Cruz and Levon Lagahit are checking in for Serafino and Tachado. Player from NCRFA limping out. It was Ramirez who was limping out of the playing field, so we have to check if he's gonna make his way back into the game. Also have a substitution coming up for NCRFA. I think Judah Tenerepe is gonna check in later on. So NCRFA have possession themselves, waiting for. So substitution is Judah Tenerepe. Akamata. Ball forward once again for NCRFA. Since getting that 2-1 margin, they haven't stopped attacking the side of NORFA. NCRFA really making good use of their possession here. Commentators curse as NORFA gets the ball back. Now swinging to the left side for the attack. On the left side they go with the number 27 De La Cruz, but nobody there for him to pass the ball to. But we'll have a substitution here for NCRFA. The injured Inigo Miguel Ramirez, who scored 2 goals in this match, is checking out. He'll be replaced by Judah Zefi Tenerepe. NORFA really having a hard time going on the attack as NCRFA continues their pressure on this defense. They go to the left side again. Tenerepe, the substitute, with the pass. Jacob has been dispossessed. Now NORFA sending it forward. Cleared away by the number 17, Monsanto. And referee calls time. That is the signal for us to have ourselves a cooling break. Para sa mga nanonood sa mga bahay-bahay nyo, pwede na rin kayong kumuha ng tubig or kahit anumang refreshments for this game. For those in the stadium, we really love having you watch this semifinal match between NORFA and NCRFA. This allows us to give some shout outs to our viewers. We have Chasten Illustrissimo, Dwayne Supersticioso, Charles Bernaldo, even Coach Jerome Teope of Oxfa has been watching as well. Shout out to Ivan or Ivan Makalua. Shout out to Lefon. Teammates from Canlaon. Charles Bernaldo giving a shout out to the Makati Football Club boys, who is well represented in the NCRFA squad. I believe we also have international viewers. Nestor de los Santos watching from Canada. Glad we have you all in the live stream for the semifinal match. Talking about another semifinal matchup, we have another tournament to bring you, courtesy of the Philippine Sports Commission. We have the PFF Futsal Liga semifinals happening this weekend on May 9th. We have the U17 girls and boys plate and semifinal matches. The U17 plate matches between Sporting QC versus Emang Bulacan Highlanders Football Club at 8 a.m. We also have Sampaloc Tanay Rizal FC versus Antipolo Highlanders Football Club at 9:30 a.m. for the under 17 girls plate. In the under 17 girls semifinals, we have Beach Hut FC going up against Nemesis FA at 11 a.m. Then we have Pasig Laban versus Silangan FC at 12:30 p.m. Then on the U17 plate, we have Antipolo Highlanders Football Club going up against Pasig Laban at 2 p.m. And 3:30 p.m. we have Manila Futsal Association against Sporting QC at 3:30 p.m. Then the U17 boys semifinals, Sampaloc Tanay Rizal FC against Nemesis at 5 p.m. And we have Paul Stigas Soccer Academy versus Emma Bulacan Highlanders FC at 6:30 in the evening. All those matches happening at the Phil Sports Arena, the house of football or futsal, and the hosting venue of the 2025 FIFA Women's Futsal World Cup. On May 10th, we have the women's plate category between UMAC and Forza at 8 a.m., Azuri and PWU at 9:30 a.m., and then the women's semifinals between FEU and Enderun at 11 a.m., Beach Hut FC and Ascos Development Club at 12:30 p.m., followed by the men's plate match between Tondo FC and Sporting QC at 2 p.m., and then PUP versus UMAC at 3:30. Then the men's semifinals composed of the Ascos Development Club versus UANP at 5 p.m. and Enderun versus PWU at 6:30 p.m. Those are your matches for the semifinals of your PFF Futsal Liga, brought to you by the Philippine Sports Commission. Back we go at the Manuel Y. Torres Sports Center at the Bago City, Negros Occidental. After that cooling break, so it's still NCRFA with 3-1 over NORFA. The hosts may be sent packing, albeit already playing at home, while NCRFA looking to set a date with Iloilo Guimaras RFA in the final. Stoppage in play. We're going to have a look at one player down on the pitch for NORFA. And we'll have a substitution here for NORFA. Hale Kakanog is checking in, as well as John DeMarco Kutamora.
Substitution for Negros Occidental, RFA. Player number 17, Sorbito Sky, replaced by player number 14, Dale Capano. Player number 29, Van Bina, replaced by player number 21, John B. Comatora.
The confirmation of substitutions here, Van Benya and Sky Sorbito has been checked out. Coming in for them is Kale Kakanog and John Kutamora. The free kick is going to be called for NCRFA. We'll have a free kick for NCRFA here. Here's the free kick straight to the gloves of Ereje. He wasn't happy with his wall there as they allowed an inch of space. I think it was Jacob who took the free kick for NCR. Now the counterattack is on for NCRFA, only to be thwarted by the defense, so it'll be a throw-in. Coach Dan Padernal barking orders from the touchline. Now the counterattack is on. Chance once again, Ortigas just couldn't connect with the pass. And NCRFA are now stringing a couple of passes in midfield, making it more difficult for NORFA. A threaded ball forward. Too strong for the number 18, Tenerepe, to chase. Makanog now being taken away by Tenerepe. Chance once again for NCRFA. Tanhanko on the turn. And he's been fouled. Free kick for NCRFA. Marcus Tanhanko has been part of the De La Salle Zobel program. He's a good distributor of the ball and has been using his height advantage and keeping that way for NCRFA. Here's the delivery inside, a touch! Hits the crossbar! What a pass though from Tanhanko. A foul again against NORFA. What an opportunity for NCRFA to put this game to bed. Look at that again. Ortigas just hitting the crossbar from the pass of Marcus Tanhanko. Then the foul called against NORFA. Here's the free kick. Jacob once again straight to the wall. Rendon will gather for NCRFA. They have time on their side and they will make good use of that time. Mitchell with the clearance. Two players in white chasing the ball. First to hit is Tanhanko, but he's offside, says the referee. So here's the other angle. That was the touch. The referee was just waiting for either Tanhanko or the other player to get a touch to it, and the offside flag was up. 20 minutes remaining in this game. NORFA still unable to string a pass or two in the attack. Tenerepe with the cross. Player goes down. A fake. Ortigas with a strike over the bar once again for Ortigas. Came close, but wasn't able to get into the back of the net. Now, NORFA on the counterattack themselves. Here, Martos going to find the teammate. NORFA once again. Martos on the left side. Good coverage by Monsanto, and he keeps it out. Steady and sturdy defense from the team captain nonetheless, Brian Monsanto. The 71st minute of action. Don Santiago Elvina hasn't had much challenge in this game, apart from the screamer from John-Luc Libunao in the first half. And that has been the only attack from NORFA up until this moment. NCRFA is having more of the possession, and they're having most of the chances as well in this match. They're making it difficult for NORFA to bounce back, as plenty of attack or plenty of offense is being the defense for NCRFA. And they move forward once again. Tanhanko with the pass, but great coverage by NORFA. Another ball forward, a chance for Martos, but sent it out. NCRFA, this is what they do best. They control possession and keep the ball for themselves. Mitchell being forced to do a sliding effort to keep the ball in play for NCR. The boys in white keep on moving forward and keep on adding more pain to NORFA. They switch the play to the other side, but too much for Hakamata. Throw in for NORFA. Dan Padernal, a Santa Barbara native, might be setting up a date against Iloilo Guimaras RFA in the final. Here's moving forward now for NCRFA. Ortigas looking to find the pass, just unable to do so. Now here's Tenerepe on the right side. Ortigas goes down and needing some treatment, I believe. Bit of a slip from the number 10. Let's see what happened. A slip from Ortigas. So most of these boys in NCRFA are used to playing in an artificial turf where the field is kind of stable. Medyo matigas yung ilalim because of the turf just providing enough cushion for them. But it's quite different playing in a natural pitch that we have right now here at the Manuel Y. Torres Sports Center. You can see the natural ground that we have. So medyo malambot-lambot din yung surface. We'll have another cooling break with 15 minutes remaining in this game. Plenty of supporters have come on the live stream. Peaked at around 750, if I'm not mistaken. Zyke, John Escaro, showing his support to NORFA. Shout out to Katrina Marquez as well. Len Hernandez Bautista Horn, sending love and hugs from Suzhou, China. Together with the Makati Football Club girls in the U17 national team. Ivan Makalua showing support as well for NORFA. Zildjian Clive. Once again, thank you so much for the support and sharing the stream to your family and friends. And this morning, the matchup between NORFA and NCRFA is proving to be one to watch. And so far, NCRFA have imposed their will in this game, leading 3-1. Keith Ronnie Vias, shout out to Barfa, one of the other teams as well, playing in the U16 category. And of course, all of the teams who participated in the nationals or even the regionals as well. And again, just a show of appreciation to our media team in Bago City, headed by Merck Magodayao, Patrick Pampilon, and Deether Perez, the non-victorious for the U19 championship. We have the legendary Mia Montaire and NORFA's Sabrina de la Victoria and Erwin Luis Cortes as we resume action here at Bago City. Dan Paderna looking to steer NCRFA to the final against Iloilo Guimaras RFA. We have 12 minutes remaining in this match. Ball goes out of play. A chance for NORFA on the side of NCRFA to have a throw in. It's been quickly taken. NCRFA moving on the right side. Good clearance once again. It was player number 14, Kale Kakanog. It's been quickly taken. Ortigas against the number 18. Good cross. Good block as well from Ereje. Tanhanko with the ball. Pass to the left side. It's player number 8, Lagahit. Getting the ball away from Jacob with another cross to Ortigas. Finding Tenerepe on the turn to the middle. A shot. Good block. And now it's been finally cleared away. Mitchell heading it back to Elvina. Almost a dangerous one as an oncoming player was putting the pressure. Oliverio brings it down. We'll be seeing a couple of substitutions for NCRFA in the offing. Foul called. Challenge from the number 18, Sales. So here's the substitution. We have Hakamata checking out for Aquino. And we also have Zach Dennis Gan
Substitution for National
coming into this
Capital
game.
Region FA. Player number 8, Sho Hakamata, replaced by player number 33, Risto Aquino. Player number 55, Marcos Sanhanco, replaced by player number 16, Zach Gan.
That's the confirmation of the substitution. Marcos Tanhanko has been checked out for this game. And coming on for him was Zach Gan. And we have 9 minutes remaining in this match plus stoppage time. And it's looking good for NCRFA. They have a 2-0 or 2-goal advantage over NORFA. And they are moving forward. Looks like moving forward into the final, which will happen tomorrow, May 6th. We will have our third place match first between Olongapo City Zambales FA and the losers of this game. Before that, we have a chance for NCRFA. We're blocked once again. And NORFA will have possession for themselves. So tomorrow, we'll have the third place match first at 6:30 a.m. before the final at 9:15 a.m. If the result stays the same after 8 minutes, we're looking at a matchup between Olongapo's City Zambales FA and NORFA, a replay of their match day 4. And then we have Iloilo Guimaras RFA and NCRFA, a rematch for NCRFA after they lost 2-0 on match day 3. So a throw in for NORFA for them to finally find something out of the possessions that they've been having in this game. They haven't had much, but whenever they do, they try their best to go on the attack. They have one here and they win a free kick. An opportunity for NORFA to provide some late game antics and late game magic. Delivery inside the box, over the bar and out for a goal kick. Goalkeeper send it out wide for Aquino. Now Tenerepe gets past one, through ball for Ortigas on the counter attack. A chance to seal the deal. Ortigas unable to go for the turn. Goes back to the side of NCRFA. Another chance on the counter attack. A shot hits the side netting, but a shot so strong it could threaten the goal mouth for Rendon. NORFA just trying to throw everything at NCRFA, but the boys in white are not yielding. A long ball forward. Offside, says the referee. Goal will not count, as the referee already called offside. Crowd not liking the call. Decision is final. It was offside, says the referee.
Substitution for National Capital Region FA.
Another substitution for NCRFA. Player number 9, Zachary
Player
Chua,
number 9, Zakaria Chua.
is coming on. Should be done and dusted now for NCRFA with 3 minutes or 4 minutes remaining in this match, unless Ibunao and NORFA finds another stuff of magic. Oliveria to Tenerepe. Oliveria once again goes for the turn. NORFA still having a hard time getting the ball from NCRFA and moving forward in attack. NCRFA knows it. They can feel it. They have 3 minutes left plus stoppage time before they secure their passage to the final. NORFA once again. They now try to move forward. A through ball. Looking for Martos up front. Referee keeps that ball in play and controlling the pace. Tenerepe once again. Good dribble on the right side. Still with Tenerepe, but too much touch in that sequence. They still have the ball, NCRFA. They will lose it for a second, and then they will recover it right away. Slip continues the play for NORFA through a throw-in. Into the final 2 minutes of action. A lot of things could still happen in the stoppage time. We've seen that earlier this morning. If you are a Premier League fan, you've seen that happen between Everton and Manchester City, who has been leading the game by 3-1. But it ended 3-3, still giving a chance for Manchester City to fight for the title. Back here in the Philippines, NORFA and NCRFA still battling it out for a spot in the final. Long ball forward. Ball, NORFA moving forward. A through ball looking for the number 25, Martos, but still unable to get something out of it. Don Elvina stops the play for NCRFA. Now a counterattack for NORFA. Thought it was a shot or a chance for a pass for the number 6, Neil Gelia, but unable to find a teammate or even get it on target for them.
There will be a minimum of 8 minutes added time.
We have 8 minutes. Oh, this is looking like Everton versus Manchester City all over again. But this time in Philippine football context, because we have plenty of stoppage time here and a lot of things could happen. Here's Stanhanko looking for the cross, just couldn't get the shot for Zakaria Chua. NORFA should throw everything, kitchen sink included, in this next phase of attack for them, as they will have substitutions in the offing, which will be now as player number 27, De La Cruz. The other substitute is checking out for the number 16, Villamor. And then player number 23, Nengasca,
Substitution for
is
Negros
checking
Occidental
out for Chris
RFA.
Tolimao.
Player number 23, Jerez Minasca, replaced by player number 9, Chris Tolimao. Player number 27, Hans de la Cruz,
NORFA on the attack
replaced by
from that right
player
side. There is a
number
touch.
16,
Goal
Zach
kick, says the
Villamor.
referee. 6 minutes remaining. Time is on the side of NCRFA. If they want to make use of that time, they can smartly do so. But NORFA should be throwing everything at NCRFA now if they want to get a fighting chance and extend this game to extra time. Elvina with a goal kick. Only as far as another player in blue. Kakano clears it out. Oh, they send it forward. Tenerepe. Ortigas keeping it in play. And Ortigas switched the play to the middle. But it's going to be off to the races for two players. And CRFA emerges as the victor for that sequence. Elvina. Oh, they send it to the left side. Composure is the key for Dan Padernal and his players now, given that they have a 2-goal advantage and with less than 5 minutes remaining in this game. Coach Francis Roy Barcuma's side looks to put all the pressure they can on NCRFA. Elvina will get the ball again. They're being hounded, being pressured on by NORFA. A bit of delay in the pressure. Ortigas dispossessed. There is a foul to be called on NORFA. Four minutes of play left. And a free kick to boot for NCRFA. It's looking good for them, but we're not yet there. NORFA clears it out. And they have a chance. Counter-attack time. But the defense once again stopping it for a moment, and now they will stop it all at once as Oliveria keeps that block in. Another long ball forward, looking for a teammate there, but Oliveria just ushers that out for a goal kick. Three minutes of action left. Is this gonna be it for NCRFA? Can they book their ticket to the final and square off against Iloilo Guimaras RFA? NCRFA once again moving forward. Good pass. Tenerepe on the right side. A chance to put this game to bed. Not yet, says Chandre Ereje. As the block came in for NORFA. An almost goal scoring opportunity for Tenerepe. Almost a chance to seal the deal. But Tenerepe just had that straight to the path of Ereje. Corner taken short, cleared out by the number 8 Lagahit. Throw in for NCRFA. And NCRFA have the luxury of playing it at the back and making NORFA chase them. Just a minute left. Coach Dan Padernal and his side can feel it. That ticket in the final is almost punched. Elvina holds on to the ball and got to contact himself, and a foul for NORFA. This could be the final action of the game. NCRFA moving forward once again, looking for that dagger at the hearts of NORFA. Throw in for NCRFA. And that is it. Referee Tony Concepcion puts an end to the semifinal fixture, and NCRFA are marching on to the final thanks to a brace from player number 11, Inigo Miguel Ramirez, who scored in the 7th minute and on the 50th minute. And the icing on top of that delicious cake has been capped off by Kieran Jacob. NCRFA winning 3-1 versus NORFA. They will set up a date in the final against Iloilo Guimaras RFA. But it's been a pleasure bringing you this action here at the Philippine Football Federation Facebook page and YouTube channel. From everybody in the broadcast panel, we would like to thank you all for catching this game, and we hope to see you tomorrow in the final set of matches for your 2026 PFF U16 Boys National Championship. We have the battle for third happening at 6:30 a.m. and then the championship game happening at 9:15 a.m. So we hope to see you all tomorrow, and we would like to thank you all for watching this game.
Your comments on the game.
The boy step up for the challenge. I know that NORFA will not giving it easily for us. So the players is work hard for it. From that 2-1 goal deficit is very good for us. And after that, the 3-1 is more better for us. And then the ball rotation and our penetration passes is very effective. So I give all this credit to the boys.
Coach, we saw intense halftime huddle, tapos even if you're leading by 2, 3-1, talagang grabe yung pag-instruct nyo sa boys to fight and fight. What was the heart behind it?
I give my heart also. So in that situation, they need me. Not also just a player there. They need a very good guidance. And our enthusiast as a coach also will give more in boost morale to the players.
Coach, tomorrow, NCRFA, 10-0 against Oxfam. You prepared very well for this, but of course, we know that you will really give your best tomorrow. What are your thoughts on that match?
The same as well. We will prepare a game plan and hope the boys that will recover well. And finals is a different story. It's about making history here in the U16 National Finals. So it's between two teams right now. So may the best man win.
Coach, message to all the fans in NCR. We came here and we're watching on the live stream.
Maraming salamat sa suporta sa NCRFA, especially sa MFC family. This for you, Andy. Get well soon, Andy. This championship we will make all heart for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you. Introduce yourself first, your name, your age, and your school.
I'm Inigo Ramirez, 16 years old, and I study in De La Salle Zobel School.
Inigo, they played intense defense in the first half, offside trapping. So you got caught a number of times, but you made a great second half. Your thoughts on the adjustments and the fight back of NCRFA?
So, NCR, we never give up no matter the offsides or like the wrong plays. Coach Dan is really good in adjusting and it helped us like score more goals.
What's the inspiration behind your really great performance today?
My inspiration is my parents, and this is for Andy Pacasum. He's our player that got injured in like the first games, and we're gonna win this for you, Andy.
How determined are you personally to really give a good fight against Iloilo and win this thing all the way?
Obviously, as an NCR player, we're gonna go all out. Even though we lost against Iloilo in the group stage, we're gonna win this and get NCR's title back. Thank you so much to the Makati FC family, to my friends, and Lana Vibar as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.